The next section of the Mind Persuasion Vault is on human nature. Carl Jung, psychoanalyst and contemporary of Sigmund Freud, said that unless you make the unconscious conscious, it will run your life and you will call it fate. We can update that statement in light of recent discoveries and understandings on evolutionary psychology. Unless you understand your instincts and make them conscious, they might ruin your life and you'll never know why. We've already mentioned in the building states section that according to many psychologists and anthropologists, most of the pain and frustration in modern life is because of something called instinct mismatch. If you blindly follow your instincts in the modern world, you might not end up in a good place. Hunger is the easiest example to see this. For example, suppose your only criteria, your only strategy for eating was to eat whatever tastes good and eat as much as you could, or eat until all the food was gone. This was an absolutely fantastic strategy back in the days of hunter-gatherers. But if you follow this strategy today, it will kill you. All of our other instincts are similar. If we blindly follow them today without understanding how they work, they will lead us into trouble. In this section, in the human nature section, you'll not only understand your own instincts, but you'll understand the instincts of other people. This means that human behavior will no longer be a mystery. Understanding human nature, be it male nature or female nature, will no longer be a puzzling enigma. And by being able to understand your own instincts, you'll be able to manage them so you can create a better life. And being able to understand the instincts of others, you'll be able to understand them, predict their behavior, and even guide their behavior. So let's take a look at what's inside. First, a basic overview of instincts. Why instincts are essentially non-negotiable drivers of our behavior. Why instincts are nearly always unconscious. Next is the ancient human environment in which our instincts were calibrated. This is critical to understand. Being able to understand what anthropologists call our ancient human lifeway and why it's different than today is key. This will lead to an appreciation of why modern behavior seems so dysfunctional on the surface. But once you understand that it's really down to instinct mismatch, this opens the door to self-management, success, and deep persuasion. Critical to understanding our ancient lifeway is understanding the structure and the role of the human ego. Why everybody has one, and it is absolutely critical to live a healthy, successful life. Next, we'll cover many ego-related instincts. This will shed some light on some of the most mysterious modern human behaviors. By being able to understand ego instincts, you'll understand modern human dysfunction. But instead of getting angry at the behavior of other people like most people do, you'll be able to understand human behavior and leverage human behavior for your own advantage. In the next section, ego persuasion will go even deeper. You'll learn a very powerful and deep form of persuasion based on the ego and understanding of the ego that is unknown to most people, even those who have spent their entire lives and careers studying persuasion and influence. You'll learn why nature kept our ego hidden from ourselves so we would never discover this. But in the ego persuasion section, you'll understand these deep truths in a way that very few people will ever be able to appreciate. The human nature section of the Mind Persuasion Vault will give you a very advanced understanding of human behavior. Why we do the things we do. Why most people will live their entire lives stuck in self-sabotage and not know why, and how you can break out of that trap. And critically, how to understand, predict, and manage the behavior of others so you'll never be confused again. Join the Mind Persuasion Vault today and become an absolute master of human nature and a world-class conversationalist, persuader, and seducer.